Shakur Rasheed is going to be at 197 for Penn State. The Southern Scuffle winner going up against Kevin Beazley, the graduate transfer, who was an All-American at Old Dominion last year, now in the Michigan uniform in graduate school here, pursuing a master's in sport management.
Yeah, and he's on a roll right now. He's wrestling with a lot of confidence. Not a big 97-pounder at all, but really has some nice motion.
He's got a killer cross-face cradle. We're talking about Rasheed. He gets the takedown for 2. Doesn't even weigh in at 197. About 5 pounds under. Weighs in about 192.
And, you know, this is the X factor for the Lions, their quest for another national championship, this weight class.
And he's trying to lock up that cradle we were talking about.
Pot committed on that cross-face cradle, and sometimes he gets it when he doesn't even have it locked up.
In his last 3 matches at the Scuffle, he pinned Scotty Boykin, ranked number 15 in 27 seconds. Then he had a 41-second pin in the semis and a 46-second pin in the finals. Rasheed out of Coram, New York, Longwood High School. He's a junior, redshirt junior. He's in the lineup a few weight classes below.
I'm just getting my breath back from that last match. That was quite a sequence, and Abinator really made that a match.
Circle! Circle!
I think the poise of the Wolverines has been real evident tonight. They've come out giving, not stepping back at all, stepping forward and providing these fans with a lot to look forward to. They're everything that they're advertised to be.
Yeah, good-looking team.
Beazley out of Highland, Michigan, Detroit Catholic Central. He was obviously a teammate of the Amines.
Oh, nice inside step there on the single. Got the near leg hooked. Now you see the shin whizzer being applied there by.
Here it comes. There you go. Nice. Out to your feet.
Beazley, he's looking for a stalemate in this position, it looks like.
Right hand to the far leg.
Now he's locked. You see, he's grabbed onto. Can't tell. Yeah, that was getting confused in what I was watching there. It looked like for a second there that Beazley was attacking that whizzer leg, but Beazley's got to get a shot off on his own. 1 minute left in this first period. Great way to going into Kuhn's match here, get the crowd into it. The crowd's been into this, and this has been a great crowd for this time of night here.
Now Rasheed's a junior, got another year, but he's got the opportunity with that frame to look like Beazley next year. I mean, he's going to be able to put it on, and right now he's been putting it on his opponents at 197. But like I said, he's really an undersized 97-pounder.
And when you're undersized, Tim, you don't spend much time in front of guys. You try to get quick little angles and a little swing single, get up off your feet quickly, do some attack drags. Quick snaps, touch and go. And again, attack below the knee.
2-1, Rasheed out in front, first period coming to an end here. Beazley, I said, graduate of Old Dominion, was an All-American back in his home state. His sister, Kennedy, runs track at Michigan State. So the parents can go back and forth pretty easily between Michigan and Michigan State now. A little bit easier than it was in the past.
Well, you got to go where people believe in you, and that's initially went to Old Dominion, and Coach Steve Martin helped him win a national or be an All-American, and he had an opportunity after graduating to go ahead and reconsider his options.
And speaking of believing, you're looking back at the coaching brain trust there. Cale Sanderson on each side, Casey Cunningham, Jake Varner, and talk about believing the longevity. There's a coaching staff that believes in each other.
Yeah, they have every reason to. They got the results. So that near side cradle locked up here. He's got it. Yep.
Getting the count. Rasheed got his cradle locked up, trying to get some margin in there.
And tell you what, for an undersized man to take a near side cradle like that and turn Beazley over, pretty impressive. Now he's going to settle back, against a guy that's maybe a little closer naturally to his size. He probably could get the shoulders down, but that was really good work. And now he's back with the cross-face cradle. And, you know, the coaching staff at Penn State's got a tough decision to make. You got McCutcheon, you got Kassar, who we saw against Indiana looked pretty darn good. But this guy had the hot hand, Shakur Rasheed, at the scuffle. And
still has the hot hand.
He does.
Matt McCutcheon is injured. He's been highly ranked. Obviously, we know he's been he's been a part of this team for a number of years. And then Anthony Kassar, big, strong kid, has come along. And yet, because of the Southern scuffle, Rasheed winning it, and now the 97-pounder ranked 7th, considered by Flow Wrestling as the man right now. Flow Wrestling, our partner in national rankings. And right now, out in front of the All-American, Kevin Beazley.
Well, Tim,
6-1.
They've got good choices, right? And it's a weight class at 97. It's not as deep as, you know, like 141, which is. Let's take a look at that near side cradle here. It gets him stepping into that. You know, when you have a guy that underneath in Beazley that was just doing that hands and feet stand up, you're susceptible to it. Caught him, got his knee bent, and Shakur Rasheed must have a tremendous grip, because the grip wasn't even, you know, locked up close to the head, and he was still able to get him over on a near side cradle.
Right hand stays ready.
Now he's.
Right hand ready. There you go. Right hand ready.
I'm looking for motion late in the match. All right. So you see, he's going in and out, pushing. Obviously, he's feeling pretty confident here.
Right hand down.
Work for one here.
And you're a little undersized for the weight class. You don't want to keep your feet on the tracks.
And what he's shown me is he likes to throw that cradle from everywhere, because it's the crossface cradle that has been a deadly for him and has put the opponent on his back. But right there, like you said, he was able to not have to use the crossface cradle to get 4 points. Now he's in on the single, looking for the angle.
Improving his position. And he's able to shelf that near leg. Roll through by Beazley. And really, he could just, he's going to go ahead and switch up, try to improve his position.
22 to 18, or 22 to 8. Penn State leads Michigan after 8 of the 10 matches. But we have had some entertaining, close matchups here, and it's been hard fought for Penn State, the defending NCAA champions.
Beazley straight on shot, allowing his, when your feet don't move down there, it's pretty easy for the guy to come over the top and grab ankles. So Shakur Rasheed able to go ahead and take advantage of that lack of movement, tie him up. You know, this is, again, for Rasheed, he is competing in a weight class right now, so sometimes just an impression of getting a last takedown might be the difference from him making the squat. So it's a critical time for a guy in his career. Yep. But I think Coach Sanderson has to be happy with the constant wrestling he's seeing out of Shakur Rasheed.
Rasheed, workmanlike, used his 4-point near fall with the cradle to get a 7-1 victory with riding time. Winner by decision. 3 more points on the board for the Nittany Lions, 25 to 8.